Hello everyone! Thanks for tuning in to Fallon's Daily Toast. We're about to watch a really cool episode. And in this episode, whoa, we're outside. And it's a beautiful day! And look at who I'm with. Matthew Martino, director, producer, and look at me with Sammy D, the late risers! Oh! So for those of you tuning in to Somerville Community Access, SCATV Somerville.org right now, you're going to maybe notice that you can't hear anything. We're working on that, so just stay with us, alright? How's everyone doing? Look, it's Matthew Martino!
And I was talking that whole time.
Yeah, you were talking the whole time and no one was hearing.
It's beautiful poetry spilling out from my lips. And now it's been wasted. We didn't get to hear any of it. Oh,
no, it's okay.
That's all right.
It's okay. So for those of you just tuning in, if you remember from a long time ago when I first moved to Somerville, one of my first guests was Matthew Martino, and he's the producer and director of Chainsaw Maidens from Hell.
That's right, and I've got news about Chainsaw Maidens.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that you're still holding the microphone to your...
But they can't hear me?
No,
okay.
Not yet anyway, I don't know. Hans will give us the go-ahead once they can.
Trained to hold the microphone, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got news about Chainsaw Maidens from Hell, other news about arts in Somerville, and overall what's going on.
Cool.
So
that's how it's going to go today. I mean, so we just got wind that Somerville Avenue for the next 3 years is going to be torn up.
They've been redoing parts of Somerville Avenue for quite some time now.
Yeah. Different phases.
So to say that it's going to get torn up in the next couple of years is a little misnomer. It's been being reconstruction, creation. And so I know for quite some time they were working on Union Square and a little bit further in towards the Corner Square area.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they're going to keep going down that way and eventually the whole entire street is going to
Here, let's get closer to this.
Okay.
Just until we get the okay from Hans. So right now, if you're tuning on SCATVSomerville.org, you'll be able to see us real close up.
Get right in
there. But you won't be able to hear us because there's a little...
Stand?
Yeah, let's stand.
Because I think if we sit, like, basically we won't be seen. So
it's so good to see you, pal.
Yes. Hi,
Oh my goodness, good.
All right.
I'm just glad that you're here. you know, I had some Ethiopian food for the first time today.
You told me this.
It
Ethiopian
was delicious.
food.
At Asmara over on Massachusetts Avenue.
Which I have not tried, but I'm very familiar with Ethiopian food from
Yeah.
other establishments. There's one in Somerville, as I told you, called Pasika that's down on East Broadway. Another place. We'll have to try that sometime.
Let's try that sometime.
You know, I don't know if you want to eat Ethiopian non-stop, but you could, because there's more than one place.
I just love that you can eat with your hands.
Yes, you eat with the little bread. With
The bread, the spongy bread.
Spongy bread. You use that to eat all of your food. So
I am just a beginning, so most of the food got all over my hand and not really in the spongy bread.
I guess, I don't know, I never thought of it as being like you need to, it's a skill, I guess, to eat. You rip off the little bread, you kind of pick up the food with it,
Yeah.
put it all in your mouth.
Well, I went, a friend of mine, Chala Alima, who was on the show today, this afternoon, he was talking about it. So he brought me and he taught me, and it was
okay.
wonderful. Hey,
There you go.
Hans, how's it going? Can you hear?
I can't hear the audio. Talk.
We're talking. All right, we're gonna continue to talk, everyone. How's everyone doing out there today?
I just told everyone to tune in on scattv.org, and now no, everyone's staring at us and not hearing us.
Oh no!
Wait,
What do you think the problem is, Hans?
do you think if we went sans mic and then went with just a...
Oh,
mic
hey,
on there?
what if we just go with the onboard mic?
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, for those of you watching SCATVSomerville.org,
We're still getting likes, which
yeah,
is nice.
we're still getting likes. You can feel free to ad lib. We love you.
Right.
So, what's going on with Chainsaw Maidens from Hell?
So after a bit of a false start, we are going to be out on Amazon on Wednesday, the May 17th. May 17th. So for those of you who would like to see it, it's going to be on Amazon Movies. And for those of you who are Prime members, Amazon Prime members, you get to see it for free. Because it's going to be one of the movies offered for free through Amazon Prime for a limited amount of time. I don't know how long that is going to extend, but it's definitely going to be May 17th.
That's great. Oh, that's so exciting.
That movie was shot in 2014, debuted in 2015, in October of 2015. Had a bit of a festival run, a short festival run. They named a beer after it at the Somerville Brewing Company. They named Chainsaw Maidens from Hell Blood Red, or Blood Red Pumpkin Ale is what it was called. So Chainsaw Maidens from Hell got its own beer named after it. So that's like our crowning achievement. We're really proud of that.
That's great. That's wonderful. And you can still get the beer if you go to
It was
Somerville
a limited run, unfortunately, so
okay.
you missed out if you're just hearing about it now. But it was pretty cool. But hey, you know what? The Somerville Brewing Company still has some pretty great beer, so
Yeah.
I highly recommend you go check them out. And they have two locations, one in Assembly Row, and then they have their Boynton Yard location, which is like feet from where we're standing. It's very close to where we are right now.
Right
Union
now.
Square.
And let's just mention that it's a beautiful evening.
Yeah, I was just saying it's getting a little chilly, and for May, I don't get it. I don't get why is May so cold these days.
Well,
we gotta warm up here.
Yeah, clearly there's something going on with the climate.
I don't know.
Scientists.
I was hoping for a taste of summer by now,
Yeah.
by the middle of May, but we're still kind of got a little bit of winter nipping at our heels.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll move on to summer shortly, but not today.
Not today. It is a little chilly, but I like this kind of weather. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm like anywhere from 50 to like 70s.
I like it a little cold, and it makes you realize you're alive. How's
Yeah,
that?
it does. It sure does.
Brisk. That's what I like. I like a brisk weather.
So besides Chainsaw Maidens from Hell, what else have you been doing? I want to talk a little bit about the fact that you got something going on over in East Somerville.
We do.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about that quite a bit.
Okay.
So the big news is that there's plans to build a small-scale artist live workspace that's going to center around filmmaking for Somerville and for the Boston area in general.
Oh my.
So we've purchased a building, we've purchased property. We went before the zoning board in Somerville to get it changed to an artist live workspace with a studio. So it's going to have living accommodations for 2 artists. Myself will be one of them. We'll have room for 1 more. And it's going to have a studio space that can be utilized for anyone that wants to come and make some crazy art projects with me, who wants to bring me on board for their crazy art projects. And we're going to be able to do some cool stuff.
That's great. Are the mics working now?
No, but it's working here. Hold on.
I'm still holding this mic, and it's not working.
The mics still aren't working, folks.
But hopefully we can still be heard. All right.
are Sammy D and the Late Risers. There they are.
We have our own theme music.
This is so cool. Initially we wanted to do all sorts of other things, but you know, life happens and you work with it. And that's what we've been doing all our lives. It's just going with the flow, folks.
Right. We even have some kids. You can't see, but the kids over there are dancing. Oh, did they stop dancing? No, they were dancing to the music. They are still dancing to the music. There they are. Do you see these kids over there?
Yeah, you see those kids dancing, folks? Oh, wow, look at those
like
dance moves.
And so forth.
That's so good.
I think the Late Risers have just got some new fans, and hopefully young fans for life.
Yeah, I think you guys have got some new fans. Josh Liederman, woo! Hey! Cool.
Right. So I guess hopefully this music will gather us a crowd and we'll have an audience come and watch us and all that stuff. So.
I just am trying to balance this.
You had it perfect before.
I know.
There
all right, there we go.
It's a little cockeyed, but
that's okay. So that's really exciting to hear about that new space. I mean, the more maker spaces and artist spaces that we can have, the better.
Well, this is a small space, but we're hoping to turn it into something that either can move to a bigger place or just kind of become something other people copy.
Yep.
About a year ago, there was an article in the Somerville Scout called "The Death of Do-It-Yourself," and it basically said that there's a dearth of places. Sorry, not a dearth. What word should I use? A lack of places for artists to do to create art and to live. And in Somerville, it's getting more expensive, and there's not a lot of studio spaces to work out of. And so when we purchased this building over on the McGrath Highway, we decided that we were going to turn it into something that the community could use. And I feel like filmmakers are a neglected group of people who are making stuff here in Somerville. So I felt, let's do it. Let's make this for filmmakers, centered around filmmakers mostly. But that's not all we want to do there. So the name of the place is actually called Studio Ablastizo. And that is short for Abandoned Liquor Store East Somerville. So it's a bit of an ironic name, but right now it is an abandoned liquor store. And we kept saying, like, yeah, I'm thinking of buying that abandoned liquor store. And it just kind of became like the abandoned liquor store. Oh yeah, the abandoned liquor store. So we just shortened it to Ablastizo. And it kind of has like a nice name to it. So Ablastizo is the name of the studio, of which my company, SVG Film, Savage Grace Entertainment, is actually going to be in residence.
Wow.
So we'll have those folks and myself in there with a small studio space. But we want to open it up to even more stuff. Like, it just doesn't have to be for just filmmakers, but it really is going to be the first space just to concentrate on filmmaking. So, for example, Porch Fest is coming up this weekend.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we're not going to have our porch ready for Porch Fest, but I built a balcony into the design of the place.
Wow.
Just to be able to have musicians. Maybe we'll get the Late Risers to play next
Yeah,
year.
that would be great.
If they have, I bet they must already have something. And hopefully, they're playing somewhere.
Yeah.
But Porch Fest is coming up, and so we'll have a band playing for Porch Fest. We have very large windows in the space. Now, this is one of the coolest things because it used to be a store, like a liquor store that had displays in it.
Yeah.
And we're going to have art. We're going to put somebody's art in there, some local artists who have some need to display their work somewhere.
Wow, I'd love to
They're
show
going to have
my work.
a spot to do that.
Yeah.
We might have a mural there, so who knows? Maybe.
Sweet.
We have a big brick wall there, so we're going to. There we go. We're going to have a big brick wall that hopefully at some point we'll have a mural on it.
Oh, all right.
And at the same time, we're going to participate in other sort of citywide events such as illuminations, which is a big Christmas thing. I'm a lighting designer, so to have a nice display come the holiday season is just something we got to do. So
Yes.
It's just one of those things that it has to happen.
It has to happen.
And,
I'm all about the lighting and the sound.
Since we have a studio space, we'll see who's interested in doing open studios with us.
Okay.
Whether it's going to be a media group or a pottery group or someone else who just needs a space, we're going to be there. So we're going to participate in a lot of the events that the residents of Somerville already kind of are involved in some way, shape, or form.
Cool. I just want to let everyone know that we're still working on the sound. Check it out.
Yes.
We're still working on the sound. So,
but this is still live on Facebook.
Yeah, it's live on Facebook, so this is all still happening. But if you're tuning in, again, apologies for...
This is where I sent everyone, unfortunately. I was like, why don't you look at us on
SCATVSomerville.org, which soon you'll be able to hear us. But right now, you can't hear us if you're watching that. Or if you're watching Channel 3.
Sorry,
No.
Hopefully soon, yes.
Yeah, hopefully soon. So take a look at what's going on behind us here.
So here we got these kids here, and this little kid is listening to some music. This is very nice. Yeah. And that's kind of the great thing about Somerville. Like, you just never know when a band is going to be playing next door.
I know. So. That's one of my favorite things about Somerville is...
Sneak in here.
Sneak in here, yeah.
We got to get cozy.
Here, let's get cozy.
That was... There we go.
So Porch Fest is coming up. It's tomorrow.
Yes.
And it starts at noon and goes through till about 6 o'clock. So from noon to 2, there's stuff happening over on Beacon Street. And, I mean...
It's all over the city.
It's all over the city, yeah.
There has been, on different occasions, maps, and you can go online and find that will tell you exactly where and when, and schedule-wise, what's going on. And also, I have done this, and some other people have this. You kind of just wander around Somerville and you just listen. And somewhere there's a band playing tomorrow, and you just go and try and find out where they are. And some of the bands will be really accommodating with beverages. So you go up to those, and maybe they have a cooler, and you can grab a frosty, tasty beverage from them. And so that's what's kind of cool about it, is that it's going on all over the city. So you can do it either formally by trying to find the schedule online, and I believe that's on the Somerville Arts Council, so their website. And if not, I'm sure you can Google Porch Fest Somerville and find that. And or you can just listen. You can just listen in your neighborhood, and there's a good chance that some music is being played.
Yeah, it's really
starting at noon.
Starting at noon. I'll be out with a camera, so if you're out and about, I'm going to be filming. Yeah.
All right, so follow that schedule, and you'll find lots of cool music.
Yeah. What are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow, unfortunately, I will be going to work at 2 p.m. So that's the sad life of someone who has a real job.
What are you doing these days now?
I'm a professional lighting designer, and I work for a large audiovisual company. So I do mostly lighting design for events all over the Boston area.
Oh, cool.
I was at Fenway a few days ago.
Oh, you get an audio now, so you keep
Oh, we're getting audio now.
Oh my gosh, hold
All right.
on.
Hey, we're getting audio now, folks. All right.
Can you hear us? All right.
What's the time?
What is the time? I have to pull up my phone to find out the time.
Because we want to make sure that we have plenty of time for the band, too.
So it's 7:10,
Okay.
so we're only 10 minutes into the show.
We're only 10 minutes into the show. Hey, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Fallon's Daily Toast. I guess
Hello. Finally, we are live with sound.
Yeah.
Hopefully people can actually hear us. And
So if you're tuning in on Facebook and you want to see us... okay, this is what we have. Yeah, we won't go any further than that. We're on a tight little length here.
All
so
right.
if you are tuning in and you want to watch us in a different kind of a platform, you can go to scatvsomerville.org.
Okay.
And you can watch us now.
All right.
And you can hear us.
Hopefully you can hear us now.
Hopefully you can hear us now.
'Cause that's the link I put up on my Facebook for everyone to watch.
Yeah.
And they've probably been watching me, wondering why they can't hear what's going on.
How's the angle look?
No,
Good. Careful, because this is on a back.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
like.
well, you gotta hold it.
The iPad is gonna. There we go.
Woo.
Oh. The
Hold it.
excitement of Facebook Live.
The excitement of Facebook Live. How's it looking?
Hold it.
We got.
No, you can keep talking.
Okay.
Talking. All
So
right.
yeah, so I'm here with Matthew Martino, everyone. Matthew Martino is a director, a filmmaker, a friend, a producer, a man about town. He knows everything there is to know about what's going on. And I earlier mentioned briefly the construction happening all throughout Somerville Avenue. And it's coming up on us soon. So
Yeah, I mean, it's good and bad. It's going to be good that we're going to be fixing our sidewalks and fixing our potholes and fixing all the other problems. And it's bad because it's going to cause a lot of traffic while they are fixing it. So
yes.
it's a mixed blessing. So
Yeah.
hopefully eventually we will get a nice street.
Well, I think what they're doing too is because right now Somerville Avenue is takes a lot of the run when there's a flood, when there's rain, like the sewer system. It's
I'm sure.
takes up I think something along the lines of 60% of the city's sewer and water and the treatment and all of that is in this in this block. So they're going in, they're going to enlarge the pipes and basically strengthen the infrastructure, especially considering all the development that's happening and going to be happening in the next however long, right?
Right,
We're going to
so-
need bigger pipes to handle everyone's sewer.
You know about the Union Square redevelopment project that they're doing. So
A little, yeah, I do. I had the mayor on. Hey, Mayor
yeah,
Curtis,
so-
if you're watching.
So
great
right, that's
interview.
great. Hopefully he is, and so that's going to be a big deal for this area when they finally do it. I'm excited because there's going to be another brewery there. So we're going to have lots of competition for beer in the city. So you don't say? That's what they said, is there'll be enough. They want to put a brewery in there, and I just keep thinking, there's going to be, I think, 4 now that we have between Aeronaut, Somerville Brewing Company, and Winter Hill. So we get some competition for the beer. But I've got my favorites, and people probably know which ones those are. So.
What I love about the breweries, like, well, especially Aeronaut, is they have monthly, like, different artists come in every month.
Oh yeah, so I think
I like
the breweries have basically become meeting places and art spaces.
Total community development.
And so forth.
Going on.
So so I mean, even the Somerville Brewery, they do comedy every Sunday night. They do music once in a while. Their Assembly Row, their tent is a place where they usually have some live music. Ryan Fitzgerald? No, I'm trying to remember his name, but he's there every Friday or Monday. But, I don't know if anyone knew this, but the Somerville Brewing Company is going to have a new space in a new area.
Where?
At Assembly Row. They're going to close down the tent eventually.
Okay.
And I think they're going to keep it up until the fall. But they want to move into an indoor permanent space that's bigger and can do more. So they're going to have the...
Go vertical?
Space. Go vertical. It is vertical. That's horizontal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't understand. Erica Jones.
That's Erica Jones.
That's Erica Jones.
You're doing it like that, and now we have the... Well, we have to listen to her. She's the boss lady here, isn't she? She's like...
Erica, why should we go vertical?
Yeah, it's like...
Why?
We were vertical.
We were vertical.
Why she would say go vertical. We were vertical. At least the live way.
Oh.
Can we pull it off? Yeah, we got to scooch over there.
Yeah, but then we're out of the shot of...
Then we're out of that shot.
This is so funny. All right, we're just going to go back
All right,
this.
There we go. Because then we can accommodate both.
Yeah, this is fine.
Right.
But let me know. Hold on.
It?
This is iterative design, folks.
See, well, I watched you with the mayor yesterday, and it was like you didn't have sound problems, you didn't have the iPad falling off. So it's
I mean, that was the mayor of
right,
Somerville.
It's like, man, yeah.
So, this is this is sort of my wackadoodle, wild
and crazy,
just
show,
improvisational. The mayor was a little bit more. I wanted to be really refined and tight. It was a special interview. I was really so happy to have gotten it with him. So thank you, mayor's office, the team, Credit Tony. It was such a really precious experience to sit down and talk politics with him. And he's great. He's a class act guy, and he cares a lot about the people, But also while having to maintain some sort of balance, because economic development you can't avoid it, and there's a fine line between doing business and you can't please everyone. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at.
Right, and the whole affordable housing is it's kind of along the lines of what I'm trying to do with the new studio. So it was interesting when we did go before the zoning board in Somerville. I thought I was going to have to convince them this was a good idea, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, you're like the first person to come to us and be like, you want to build artist housing? Like you want it here?" So you were like, "Yes, we actually want to make this a place for artists to live and try to make it as low cost as we can." And so they were very excited about it. But because we actually did have to get a permit to change our building from it was a neighborhood business to artist live workspace, because it's a different permit. But the nice thing is the zoning codes in Somerville have changed quite drastically recently, and this is the way they're headed. They're making very special dispensations for converting places like an old garage or a barn into a studio. And so we're doing something like that with an abandoned liquor store, and so we think we were in the spirit of what the Somerville City kind of wants to do. And we're kind of maybe an experiment too. We're going to see. We might be among the first people under the new zoning codes to do this sort of thing.
News.
Not that you couldn't do artist live workspace before, but there's a new zoning code now, and hopefully it's going to be easier for people to do this.
Yeah. Well, I just wonder too. I hear a lot about low income. What about the middle income folks? Where are they going?
Yeah.
What's low income like? What is low income considered? 30,000 or below?
I mean,
what about the people that are making 50, 60, 70,000? That's still low.
I kind of I kind of feel like that's kind of where I was, where it's like okay, I can almost afford to live here, or I can spend all my money on rent and live here, or I can try to find a way to stay here. And I think the studio space, the Studio Albastizo, was kind of designed so that we could
5 minutes.
Maybe stay here and continue to make movies and do stuff and maybe give other people a hand. So the studio space is like kind of like my last ditch effort to really invest in Somerville, because too many people such as myself have considered moving out, and a lot of people have. Like I think the exodus is already starting. So now we might even have to try to pull some people back into Somerville.
Oh, that's no problem. You just let me know who, and
Right,
we'll work on a strategy.
I wish, it's unfortunate because we're only building a small space. I wish I had something bigger to provide, but
It's just the beginning.
I'm hoping that we start and then other people follow. Maybe that'll be the trend.
Yeah.
Artisans Asylum started in a much smaller space than they are now.
Yep.
They moved to a bigger space. They wanted an even bigger space. So who knows where we can wind up. There's certainly other spaces underutilized and places that are kind of transitioning all the time. It's whether or not we can really make it viable for artists to use them, or they're just going to kind of become another commercial space.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. And so we've got a lot planned out of it. We've already had a production shoot in the new studio space.
Wow.
And the place is an abandoned liquor store, and it looks really grimy and dirty.
What kind of production did you shoot?
So it was a crime short called Hold Up, and my friend Mike Gonza, who's an acting instructor here in Boston, brought some of his students in because he wanted to do a short film, and he needed a place where these criminals kind of like escaped to after a crime went bad. They tried to rob a bank. So without giving away too many of the details, because we want you to eventually watch it and be surprised.
Keep them suspended.
They go and hide out in a dirty basement, which I was able to provide without having to do much, because let's face it, the building that I bought was pretty run down, and it has been abandoned since 2009. So it had the perfect setting, and I wanted someone to use the actual ambient griminess of the building, because before we demo it and it actually turned it into something nice. And so I was like, you don't have to dress the set too much to make it look like a place where criminals would hide out to get away after a crime. So it was kind of nice to see somebody actually use the space as a dirty, disgusting, run-down, abandoned basement. And so we've already had that. And at the same time, we've actually started a mentorship program, and we have our first mentor lined up, who's going to start a summer mentorship program just after she graduates from Somerville High School.
Wow, that's wonderful.
So I attended the Somerville High School's career day, and they wanted to bring in an entertainment company, and I think I stood out a little bit because I went there with posters of Chainsaw Maidens from Hell, and my Halloween show, The Ballroom of Horror, and we had some of our demon masks from the movie up on the table, so I think kids were just like, okay, what's this,
Yeah, no,
No.
that's great.
They had the military was there.
You keep talking, I'll be right back.
Sure. The military was there, and we had Army recruiters and everyone from the Marines and everything like that. And we had some local businesses, everyone from architects to electrical workers. And then there was me, who shows up with a whole bunch of crazy demon masks, as well as posters for horror movies and things that we worked on. And so I got a lot of interesting folks in. We had a sign-up sheet. And I sent a thank you out for signing up and told them, if you're interested in questions about the entertainment field, contact me. And we had one of the students contact me. Her name was Megan, and she said, I'm interested in makeup. Can you tell me where would you buy makeup? Where would you get this stuff? And after a small conversation, she asked me if we would be mentoring. My hope was that we would have the studio built before we started mentoring, but this is such a promising candidate that I decided, let's start it. Let's get this mentorship program going. So we're going to have a special effects makeup intern for the summer at the studio. And that's pretty exciting to me, because I want to start really pushing and teaching skills that are not taught in the Boston area. So special effects makeup, there really are not classes here. And I've had to go outside of Boston often to learn classes. Once in a while there's workshops in and around this area, but workshops are usually not enough for you to get good at something. Hey. And then we're going to plan to do... Whoa, everyone's running around me. We're going to plan to do workshops and mentorships in other areas that are not common skills that are taught here in Boston, including things like stunt work and fighting over film. Which I had to go up to Las Vegas to take classes in, or to New York City. And then, we're going to do maybe digital special effects, and I taught a digital special effects class here at Somerville Community Access Television, and I taught how to use, the program After Effects, which we use for everything from explosions to gunshots to green screen and adding people into crazy backgrounds, and everything from creating custom titles in your movie or custom titles. So we're going to have a mentorship for that. And we're going to have a mentorship, I think, for probably film development and business funding for films, because I think people need to learn a little bit more about how to actually make their projects viable for the community, so that it's a business rather than just a hobby. So
I think I'm really excited about the future. I've been wanting to see the space now for several months, so I'll come by. Maybe we can even make it an occasion.
You know what? Once we have Wi-Fi and we can do a Facebook Live.
What are they talking about?
Unfortunately, right now it's not really much. There's electricity and not much else. There's not even running water in the building.
Okay.
So we have no internet yet. So when we get that, we can get you involved.
All right, cool. Well, thank you so much, Matthew and Tito. We are going to introduce right now Sammy D and the Late Risers. Give me that. You actually put those on the seat. Can you hold this and just hold it at them? Just don't hit anybody.
Should I turn it horizontal?
I don't know.
Like
You don't
Erica
necessarily
asked
have
us
to.
to, even though... No. Laid him upside down. Whoops. Coming over this way.
We good to go?
You're good to go. I'm just gonna go check in on sound in there for a minute, and I'll be right back. Just start. You can go.
Cool.
All right. Let me do this though. Let me do this.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everyone. Sammy D and the Late Risers.
also, I think that speaker may have popped.
Oh, it popped?
Yeah, so I'll just talk.
Well, we can
Hello.
plug
Check
into that.
1 2.
Should we plug into the big one?
No, that's good. I'll just talk. I can talk loud. It's totally fine.
Yeah, honey, of course they can, yeah.
So we are Sammy D and the Late Risers, a Dixieland swing band, traditional jazz. That's Joe Kessler, Mr. America down there on the violin. Mr. America, Joe Kessler. This handsome man is Eric.
Hold on.
Huh?
Here, take this.
Oh, you got. Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay.
Yeah, take this.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So they can hear you.
Check.
Check.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Here, Union Square, Somerville,
Yeah, it's great to be
Commonwealth,
here.
Massachusetts. It's very
So this
exciting.
man is a man named
Thanks for,
Eric
watching.
Royer. We call him One-Eyed Slim. If he's fixing
Eric?
things, we call him MacGyver. That's Eric Royer. We got Josiah Reebstein, the incredible basher, on the tuba down there. He plays the low notes. We got Grant Smith back there on the drums. Mr. Capitan Javon, Captain Cowbell, Sergeant Symbol Grant Smith. My name is Sam DeShane. We are Sammy D and the Late Risers. This next song we're going to sing for you, and it's called You Are My Sunshine. I'm going to put this mic in this mic stand to make it a little easier. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, while I was sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. But when I woke up, I was mistaken. So I held my head and I cried. The other night, dear, while I was sleeping, I dreamt whoops. Then you left me to love another woman. You have shattered all my plans. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. When skies are gray, you never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. Let's hear something. Joe Kessler, Mr. Somerville, Mr.
Now you're on to that.
Oh, all right.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. When skies are gray, you never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. We're gonna get to a solo. Come on. This is the incredible bastard, Josiah Reebstein on the tuba. Josiah Reevestein, the incredible basher over there on the tuba. That was You Are My Sunshine. This next song is called Inspector Gadget, famous 1990s TV show theme song. You may have heard of it.
Sure did.
We're gonna do it blazingly fast, super fast. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, Go, Gadget, go! Go, Gadget, go! Go, copy time! Go, copy time! Go, Gadget, go! Go, Gadget, go! Inspector Gadget theme song.
Yes.
We are Sammy D and the Late Risers. So it's fun to have you on Fallon's Daily Toast TV show here.
Thank you.
It's great. You just recently interviewed. Oh,
Yeah, you're a cartoony, yeah.
yeah, that's great. Interviewed the mayor. So.
Oh,
Oh yeah, this song is called Bourbon Street Parade.
What's this?
Popular. Huh?
this is Somerville Ave.
We'll do the Somerville Ave parade.
Ah yes, Somerville Ave Parade. That's right.
Come up with some lyrics.
All right.
Yeah, Somerville.
What a thrill.
All right.
time check.
Oh, I don't know.
Should we do another one? Like
Yeah,
a
I think
slow
so.
one? Chill.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice, hop it. Should write a song about that.
We
This song is
definitely-
called Bourbon Street. No, we just did that. Basin Street Blues. Basin Street Blues.
We are 7:40.
7:40. We got 20 minutes.
Cool.
Right.
And then we can go longer on Facebook Live if we want, but 20 minutes on TV anyway.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we'll play another song called Basin Street Blues. It's a slow
Yeah, let
one.
me go get a water.
It's a pretty song. We have Joe Kessler solo. Use a long one.
That's the one on the upbeat.
Basin Street Blues, yeah.
Sammy and the trumpet, everybody. Thank you. Those Mason Street Blues. Mason Street Blues. Turn the hat around for this next song. This one is Battle Hymn of the Republic. Thank you. Thanks. So yeah, so we're Sammy D and the Late Risers, and yeah, that's what we do. Trad jazz, Dixieland music, some swing stuff.
Where are you playing next?
Our next gig is at Swing Central on 25 New Street in Cambridge, near Alewife. It's a swing dance, so it's open to everybody. And we're doing 3 sets of swing music. I believe it's from around 9 o'clock. And there's a free dance lesson also before for people who want to get into swing music. You know, that's a really cool thing.
When is that happening?
On the 2nd of June. The 2nd of June. It's Friday.
Friday, okay.
Yeah, Friday, the 2nd of June.
That's great.
And yeah, and we're also, there's a 4-piece version of us that's just banjo, trumpet, clarinet, and tuba. And we stroll around downtown Crossing Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, twice a day till October. So we're doing like 150 shows or something down there. So.
Wednesday, Friday, Saturday?
Yeah, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 12 to 2, 4:30 to 6:30. You know, we'll be playing down there. Same tunes, but a smaller band and a clarinet. You know.
Are you doing anything for Porch Fest tomorrow?
You know what?
Anywhere?
I'm probably just going to show up and then one of my friends are playing there.
Yeah.
That's what I was planning on doing.
Cool.
But yeah, we'll probably, yeah, I don't know if you guys want to do it.
We all have other gigs.
I think we all have other gigs, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Hey, you
So good.
want to hear one more? Or?
Yeah, let's hear one more.
You guys want to hear one more?
Yeah, one more, everyone? Cool, all right.
What else are we doing now?
Yeah, and what else, anything else you want to talk
I'm trying
about?
to think of where else we're playing. We're recording a bunch of videos and stuff. In August, we're playing Aeronauts on Sundays, or at least a couple, 2 or 3 Sundays.
It's right here in Union Square, Somerville.
Right here in Union Square. We also may be doing a bunch of Wednesdays in Alston, so it's not really much information.
Where can we find you online?
Sammy D and the Late Risers Facebook page. That's probably the best bet at this point.
All right.
So
YouTube it.
Or YouTube, yeah. YouTube, yeah. So this song is called Bye Bye Blues. It's going to be our last tune, so we'll make it a good one. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Smith on the drums. Whoa! Oh my goodness. lot of great dancers in the audience.
Yeah, so many great dancers.
Inspirational.
Thank
That
you,
was-
audience,
that
so
was-
much for being a part of this.
Yeah, audience members.
Where did you say you were going to be on Friday, the 1st of June?
2nd of June. Yeah, at the Swing Central, and yeah, we're playing Swing Central on June 2nd at 9 p.m. And if you show up early, they'll like teach you to dance swing stuff.
Ready? There you go.
Back to us.
Hey, what's up, everyone? What a performance!
Yeah, this was great. We had people
Whoa.
dancing in the streets, literally.
Yeah, that was so incredible. You all just breathtaking performance. I wish I wasn't holding a camera because I was just, my whole body wanted to vibrate and move. And next time,
That's
though.
great. Oh yeah.
Next
Totally.
time. That was so great. So just again, a little recap. What's the next thing you've got coming up?
June 2nd, we're playing at Swing Central in Cambridge
Okay.
at 25 New Street.
Great.
Alewife, 9 p.m. and there's a little free swing lesson before that. Yeah.
Cool. And here we are on TV. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, on SCA TV Somerville and on Channel 3. And yeah, you can, this won't be the last time you see them on the show. I'd love to have you on again.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like maybe somewhere else in the world. Who
Sounds
knows?
great. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
we're in.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Yes, thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
And hey everyone, to Matthew.
Hey, oh, right there I am.
Thanks so much for helping.
Oh, all right. Should I
You're-
turn this camera on us too?
Yeah, you should turn that on us too.
Wow. Okay.
Here, let's do this. Let's put it on the tripod again.
Do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is clunky and awkward
Here.
now, isn't it?
Here, you have to.
Sponsored by.
Hey, hold on, everyone. Here, I got this.
You got it? Okay, now I get 2 hands.
What's the time?
It's got to be close to 8. Hold on. Without a shot.
Yeah.
7:54.
7:54. Okay, we have a couple of minutes. You
All
take
right, there
this
we go.
microphone.
All right, I got this
Give him
microphone.
it out. Give him it out.
All right, that was Sammy D and the Riser. Oh, sorry, Sammy D and the Late Risers.
Matthew Martino.
Sammy D and the Late Risers.
Yep.
They were playing some really great Dixieland and swing and some familiar tunes, maybe some that you might have known.
Yep.
I knew most of their songs, including the theme to Inspector Gadget. So obviously, I'm pretty familiar with their body of work. So.
Yeah, amazing.
And they're playing. They're going to be playing at Aeronaut in August, so I was pretty excited to hear that. Maybe we'll check them out then.
Yeah, let's check it out then.
Since they'll be right in my neighborhood, and they're playing in Cambridge, doing some swing music there, and they're on Facebook, so you gotta go check them out there.
And thank you so much for folks for tuning in, being so patient with us, and we really look forward. I look forward to being over, hanging out at the new space of yours.
Yeah,
having you on
hopefully.
again. You
Yeah,
know?
hopefully we'll have a daily Fallon's Daily Toast at the studio.
At the studio.
When the studio is up and
Yes,
functioning. Right now it's in
absolutely.
its development phase, but you can get a taste of it. You can tune in on May 17th. Go onto Amazon Movies and type in Chainsaw Maidens from Hell, and you can see the last movie that I shot, which is finally out after many long delays. But you can watch it there, and it's free for Prime subscribers. So if you're an Amazon Prime person, you can see my movie shot right here in Somerville for free.
Wonderful. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's great hanging out again.
Hugs on camera.
Yes, here we go. Big hug. It's cold out too.
It
so
is
it's
chilly,
getting a little
actually.
chilly out, so hugs are a good thing at this time.
Well, I
So-
guess that's it. I think we're probably counting down.
I think we'll be wrapping up in a few minutes. We probably have maybe like 4 minutes left or something along those lines. So.
Well, so after this, I mean, Jan Marie and Forrest Stan's playing over at Airport. Maybe have a beer with you?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go
Okay.
grab a beer.
Yeah, we'll go grab a beer and just recap on the night. I have some equipment to put away and talk about sort of the new space. I'm really looking forward to hearing more about it.
I know. I'm very excited. Big things are happening, and we're going to move forward and make stuff happen with that.
Yeah,
It's going to be really awesome.
Yeah, so
Something-
much love to all of you.
Something I think Somerville needs. We need a space that's just for filmmakers, and
Yeah.
that's going to be it. It's going to be a little incubator space, like those tech incubators for people that want to develop an app. This is going to be an incubator space for people that want to start a movie or do a big movie.
I really want to talk with you about something because I have an idea and I need the space for it. So this is probably just a
That's what
beautiful
it's for.
manifestation.
The people in this area to get their projects going. Just
Yeah.
like there's some places for music, there's places for pottery, there's places for all kinds of stuff here. But we don't have one for film just yet. Now we're going to have the first one.
Whoa, I'm excited. I'm just bursting from the seams of ideas.
All right.
And you're the light man. You do lighting and
I'm a professional lighting designer who
Professional
works in
lighting
and around
designer.
Boston.
Yep.
Most of my work is private and for corporates, and I do parties, so I'm not trying to sell myself.
No, sell it, sell it.
That sort of thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a professional lighting designer all over Boston. That's what I do. But my art is mostly in the video realm these days. So I'm doing a lot of video projects and so forth. And let's see what. And then probably not till Halloween am I going to do another big live event. Hopefully we're going to have that. We're
we
not
off?
sure where it's going to be, but we may have it soon.
Okay.
We're off.
Oh, no, one more minute.
We got 1 minute. Is that
One
what you
more
said?
minute,
One
all
more
right.
minute. What else can we talk about?
Well, if you're tuning in and you want to meet us for beer and chat and hear more about this space and maybe some collaborative,
Sure, come by. Aeronaut, everyone knows where that is. Come check us out.
Oh, there's so much happening. I love going live outside because you saw a little bit of just.
Well, I thought it was great that we had an
great.
audience
The
come by
audience-
and
we're
we had
off now?
kids dancing. and-
Oh, you're. All right, we're on. Put these there. Let me get this off the ground.
All right,
Everyone's been just watching the tree for a while. Hello, everyone. You're tuning in to the very end of Fallon's Daily Toast Live with guest co-host Matthew Martino and Sammy D and the Elite Risers performed, and it was beautiful. Hey, there's Matt right
I
there.
heard my name, so I came running.
Yeah. So listen, next week I have got, who do I got on? Oh, award-winning storyteller Kristen Pedamonte. She's going to be on to talk about a very special workshop and event that's happening at Warehouse 7 on Sunday, May 21st at Warehouse 7, Sanborn Court here in Somerville. So you should come by. I'll share with you the information. So much love to all of you. I look forward to just, the future with all of you. So keep up the good work, okay? Mwah.